Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a quick little mini get ready with me, and I want to use the new Huda Beauty. She added the peach pie powder to her line and I want to try it because I have deep skin. All right, so for foundation I got the Mercier, the real perfecting the real flawless weightless perfecting foundation. Now I thought this foundation was new. I don't know if this was out. I think this probably came out when I wasn't purchasing foundation at the beginning of 2023, because I looked at a couple reviews and they're all saying like 10 months ago, and then I saw Morgan Turner talk about it. I kept seeing it popping up on my TikTok For You page, and I'm like, what's up with this foundation? Because I don't remember seeing any really like hype about it, but all of a sudden now I'm seeing like all this hype. So I got it. I've worn it before. I've worn it twice. This is the third time I'm going to be wearing it. It is so beautiful. I don't know how I didn't hear about this foundation. I have it in 5W1, which is described as medium deep with warm undertones. However, the two times that I've worn it, it looked at it as though it had some kind of peach undertone, like when blended out. I'm not sure if it was the concealer I used it with, because I got a new shade of the Kulfi concealer. I got Cherry Picks or Cherry Picking, something like that. And both of the times I've worn it with that concealer. So I don't know if that made a difference, although that doesn't have any peach in it either. Because even now, doesn't it look a little peachy? I'm not sure if it's just me. Now, this is the first time I'm going to use it with a brush, because I've seen everybody using it with a brush. Like, they're like, oh, look at this foundation, and they brush it down. I've been using it with my sponge. So I want to use it with a brush today. And it really does feel weightless. You feel like there's nothing on your skin. It's so pretty. And like I said, I didn't hear any hype about this foundation at all. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about it. I hate brushing out liquid with a brush. So I think I'm gonna be switching to my sponge. Alright, so like I said, I have been using it with my Kulfi concealer, but now I have the Fenty concealer. I did a review on this concealer. It's up on my channel as we speak. I have it in, what is it, 410W. So I figured this has like more of a golden undertone. It has some more yellow. So I think this would be the perfect concealer to wear with it. And somebody also said in my comments that when I reviewed this concealer that they thought the kimchi powder helped the concealer, because, the kimchi powder looks good, makes everything look good. So it'll be interesting to see. And that could be the case, who knows, because some products do make other products look good. But I think this concealer is that girl. I really do. I wore it again yesterday when I went out, and it was that girl. I just haven't worn it with the peach powder, which is the star of the show. Look at the blend on this concealer, guys. I mean, this concealer is fire. This is the third time I'm using it, because I use it, after my review, I used it when I went out this weekend, and now I'm using it again. Look at the blend in this concealer. Today I'm using color corrector though. I'm using color corrector today, and I think it makes a big difference, because like I said, to me, this is not a full coverage. This is pretty. Look at the hydration on this concealer. Whew. I still feel the exact same way about it. Look at it. She did her thing with this concealer. Nobody can say, oh, her stuff is dry and whatever. This is really good. She did a phenomenal job with this concealer. All right. I blended out a concealer. I'm telling you, this Mercier foundation, if you guys own this foundation, please let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I am blown away by this foundation. Like, literally blown away. And I didn't know this foundation even existed. I found out because of TikTok, and then I saw Morgan Turner, and I was like, oh. All right, so I picked up this. This is from Simihaze Beauty. This was new at Sephora, like new brands at Sephora. It's the Simihaze Beauty. This is their melting balm. I have it in the shade Maple. I just figured I'd give it a try. But when I got it, I didn't realize how cool it is. It's very cool. See that? And it feels very waxy and stiff. So I am not sure how I feel about that. So I'm going to take the tip of my sponge and kind of go in and see how it fares. Oh, this is not, I don't know. I might have to bring out my LYS contour stick. This is what I was afraid of. You can see it though, right? But it's very waxy. I just wanted to try something new. It looked interesting, but now I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Because I'm not sure what brush to use with it. Because of the texture of it, so I figure I'd just go in with the sponge. If you guys own this, if anybody, like, how do you apply it? Because when I looked at the, you know, the little video on Sephora, she was using her fingers. I don't know if I want to do all of that. Let's see. I really don't want to stick my finger in here, but doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay, the color is not bad now that I put it on. The color is not bad, but I don't know. I am a little underwhelmed. All right, I think I spoke too soon. Using my fingers, it kind of warmed up, and I think it looks nice, especially like on my forehead. It has a nice color, and if you contour if you're a nose contour person, I think this is a nice shade for contour. And I think it looks very flattering on my skin tone. This little from Simihaze. So I kind of took that back. You need to warm it up. It's pretty. All right. So for the star of the show, the Huda Beauty, her Easy Bake Powder in Peach Pie. Now let me preface this by saying, and I've said it on my channel before, I'm not a huge fan of the loose setting powders. That's why I loved the pressed powder. So you guys are probably wondering, so why did you buy this? It said peach pie. I heard peach. I thought though it would be darker. I thought it would be a darker peach. It's still scented. I hate that. I hope I don't look crazy. I kept the box because if it does not work out, I'm going to bring it back. I'm normalizing bringing stuff back now. Same packaging and everything. All right, so this is what it looks like. So let me move it back from the camera. So see, I thought it would be a darker peach. For some reason, I thought it would be a darker peach. Sorry guys, my dog was out there losing her mind. As soon as she sees a squirrel, she loses it. All right, let me get my under eye. Make sure the concealer set. Oh my god, this concealer and this foundation, guys, like if you're looking for a nice foundation, I would recommend this one. Not like you guys need any more foundation. I certainly didn't. It's so good. And now with this concealer put together, oh, my skin is just skinning. All right, let's go in with the peach pie. It's so light to me. I don't know. Ooh, the smell. I thought she took this away. She took it away from the foundation. Why leave it in the powder? All right, so I'm going to go in with a little puff after I set it with the brush. I'm not mad at it right now. To me, it's not looking peachy though. What do you guys think? Please let me know in a comment. It doesn't look peachy. But it is brightening my under eye. And I do love a bright under eye. Oh, I put a lot on this side. Oh, Lord. Am I going to regret this? I don't think I need the little puff. I think this is enough. It can't. So now I have to put a little bit more on this side. Since I did that on that side. It snatched my under eye. I would say that. It snatched it. It made my under eye very matte though. It's not looking as dewy. And I plan to do a little wear test of how it looks with the concealer. I'm going to do a couple hours, not a long time, like 2 hours, and I'm going to come back. I don't care if this video is long or not because I want to see how it wears for a little bit with the concealer. So this is what Peach Pie is looking at. I'm not mad at it at all. Kind of surprised. My whole under eye looks snatcheroo. This is super pretty. All right, guys. So I bronzed and I put on eyeliner off camera because I used the regular old Gucci bronzer, but have my under eyes ever looked this snatched? And I guess whatever peach in here, it's really brightening because I think my under eyes look bright and it looked like really snatched. This powder looks like really, really pretty. To me, it looks super pretty. I'm like really surprised. I was so nervous about this. All right. For blush, I want to do my brush on camera. I'm going in with the blush from L'Oreal Infallible. So pretty. I have it in 05 Fearless Coral. I did a little YouTube short like using it for you guys to see. It's so pretty. Look at that. So pigmented and so beautiful. I cannot get over this powder. I can't get over the foundation. I do not regret buying this foundation because I was saying to myself, slow down on the foundation. But then I see Prada now is coming out with foundation. So I may be in trouble. I don't know what I'm going to do about the Prada coming out with foundation. Am I going to get it or not? I don't know. All right, guys. So for lips today, I'm using Makeup Forever Limitless Brown lip liner and Juvia's Place lipstick in Lady. So I want to wear this for a couple hours. I want to see how it sits under my eyes for a couple hours. But right now, my under eye is looking snatched. It's 1:12 p.m. I'll come back around like 3 o'clock. And I really need you guys to tell me. Tell me. I think my under eyes look so phenomenal. I don't know if it's the color because it looks so light, but it doesn't look light in a bad way under my eye. And the whole video was mostly, you know, to talk about that powder. And I think it did its thing. Like, you guys are going to let me know, but I'm going to wear it for a little bit. I want to see, you know, how it interacts with the concealer and stuff. And I'm going to come back and then I'm going to end the video. All right, guys. I'll see you. All right, guys. So I'm back for my check-in. It's now 4:21 p.m. So I applied the powder around like 1 or 1 something, right? And I am so glad that I did this wear test because this powder oxidized. It did. Look at my under eye. It oxidized to a more, I can see the peach now. It deepened. Look, it deepened. I kept looking at it and I'm saying to myself, this oxidized. It sure did. It was not this peachy or this, it wasn't as deep as it is now. I mean, I can still see I have powder, but it's not as bright anymore. And you can see the peach. So now, like what, 3+ hours later, almost 4 hours later, you can definitely see the peach in the powder. So take that into consideration if you're gonna try this powder and you're of my skin tone or even darker or whatever, and you're afraid that, oh, it's too light. It oxidized on me. It got a little darker. I don't know if it adjusted to my skin tone or what, but if you look closely, especially like right here, it looks a little bit more peach. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but I can clearly see it. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, I can't wait to come back and let them know that it got a little deeper and I can see the peach. Because you look at it, it looks sort of white. You can see the peach and it's beautiful. It mattified my under eye though. So there's no, and I have dry skin and dry under eyes already, but it doesn't look too dry and it doesn't feel dry. So that's the most important thing. And it doesn't look too cakey. And I just gotta say, I absolutely love this foundation. I love this foundation so much. This Laura Mercier foundation. This is good. If you guys own it, let me know if you love it. It's so good. I'm so happy with this. And this is the first loose powder from her that really worked for me and I really like. And I don't mind the sort of matte under eye, and I think it will be great in the summer. But it got darker. So I'm keeping it. I threw the box out. I'm not going to return it. I'm happy with it. And I think the concealer looks spectacular still, especially in the other places I put it. Look at my chin, my forehead. That concealer is fantastic. Like I said, I have a full review up on my channel. You guys can check it out. But yeah, this powder is good. So if you were thinking of getting it and you were a little scared, I hope that, you know, this video convinced you that you can go right ahead, because it oxidizes or whatever, or it got deeper. Right here, you can see it. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.